All right, let's get another game of Wingspan in here. We've got blue-gray gnatcatcher, a cheapo, uh, wetland bird, and the gull, which is great. Geography or named after a person. There's California quail there, but there's also the Cassin's finch. That's a tricky one. There are so few birds that meet the historian uh, requirement. Only 11% of birds. So what are we going to do here? I think we're going to go to the historian and see what happens with that Cassin sparrow if we get it. We're going to start with the gnatcatcher, get our two wetland birds down, and then see where we go from there. So we will keep really the only thing we know we need for sure. Of course, we could do this and go for cartographer. Should have good food generation. We need the bowl nest. We've got the ring-billed gull to help with that. We could skip the gull. What's our total birds? Platform birds. So we need star nests this game. So we're going to keep our eye open for those. I think we go for this, although it would really be nice to have that second grain for my quail. So maybe we get rid of the egret as a platform nest, which we want. Okay, we're going to do this. Might regret getting rid of that gull, but that's all right. I really prefer the cartographer historian. It's, uh, it's just, I feel like there's just more good cards which have geographic terms in them. So I'm gonna grab that grain with a little luck. Looks like we will. Our opponent has a barn swallow, and he is placing it in his wetlands. Okay, that's a good place for it. Draw a card, cards. But now we have enough. Do we want to undo and grab that? No. We're going to let him have the sparrow. I suspect he'll want it. Food in the tray is currently not great for it. We're going to get one bird in our bowl nest. And we activate the quail. So we'll lay eggs, get some food, lay down our egret, start drawing cards. Quail is going to go in the forest to get our 2 food draw. What did my opponent keep? Or discarded finch. They have the potential for a lot of cherry birds. Opponent did not go for that sparrow, so we will lay down, which is interesting, given how they need the bowl nest. I mean, the ground nest. Everything's a bowl nest. I always do that. So we want the fish for our egret, but don't really want anything else there, so we'll take a rat. Rats are always handy to have, because you never know when you're going to get a raven. I think I'm happy with this. Could have had one extra turn. Nah, it would have been tough to get that second grain. So I think we made the right choice. Hopefully our opponents not get down a ground nest. Oh, they got a star nest. So star nest will be important this game for all those end of round goals. I'm going to grab the fish and the rat and give my opponent the reroll should they need it, but they are fairly well stocked on food, so they might not be going for the tray anytime too soon. And we get a grub out of it, so that's handy. So now do we spend the fish on the egret or the grub? I feel like we hold on to that fish for something that requires it, since the grubs are so easy to get. What's my opponent up to? Just cycling cards. I have a feeling our skill level slightly elevated over Mima's. It's just a hunch. That's a good card though. I might be speaking too soon. Let's grab this guy. Point bomb on his card, and we'll take our Cassin Sparrow. We'll roll the 4 and get nada. I see clearly that that bird also eats grubs, so I think that should have definitely been a point. Okay, we gotta lay some. Do we have to lay eggs? My opponent has 1. So why don't we gain food? Well, opponent could get 2 eggs. Do we go for the 2 eggs plus the food? I feel like we're gonna need that end of round. Well, so much food would be nice though. Nice to get the reroll. I'm gonna sacrifice the end of round goal, perhaps. Most likely. Nah, I don't know. Let's just go for it. Let's just get it. Let's be wise. Be nice to get a big old stash of food, but we can get that at the start of next round. Hoping still to get the reroll. We'll also have to see what the tray holds for us. If there's a decent wetland bird, we are definitely going to grab it. My opponent does lay the egg, so we made the wise choice. My opponent is not completely incompetent. No wetland birds. So, what are we going to do? My opponent in front of the horned lark. That's good. I'm going to be probably playing several birds in my grasslands. My opponent has 5 cards, so they probably got a few to tuck. Better get that Cassin's Sparrow down, unless something good pops up in the wetlands here. Get the Cassin's Sparrow down before the horned lark goes down, so that he does not get a tuck. Where's my opponent getting these grubs from? What just happened there? Oh, swap some food. I gotcha. Fish crow. Do we go for the fish crow? I feel like that's an affirmative. Fish crow and Cassin's sparrow. We definitely want some platform nests. So let's do this. And a goose we're not real thrilled to buy. Let's do that. We've also got the long spur. Come on. Come on, egret. Nope. Coot would be nice, but we've got a grasslands to fill out. We are much more prepared for that grasslands. Well, there goes the horned lark. So we want a grain. Thank you. We'll take 2 grains since we got that long spur. Take another egg and grab grub. So we're going to lay down our fish crow. I guess we spend the rat on it. With the fish crow, you can get at least one of whatever food you may need. So yeah, fish crow cast and sparrow combo will be nice. We still have 0 cavity nests. So for our final end around goal, we need to start thinking about that. Downy woodpecker in the tray. Really don't want to double play in my forest, especially with the fish crow who's going to be giving us food in the grasslands. I feel like our food generation will be fine. We are going to hope that we get something for our grasslands, which can generate food. I mean, I was just watching my opponents, which can which is a cavity dweller. Will my opponent tuck? Does he have plans for all 4 of his cards? He does. Will he tuck with the Cassin Sparrow? He's a tucker. Always be tucking. That is my motto. We could do the long spur, but we want the egg generation right now. Will he tuck again? We have 5 cards for the end of round goal. My opponent has 4. So do we roll the dice and see if we get a grain? I suppose we can. We can do 2 turns of egg laying, get the food we need, and play the long spur. Can't forget about the fish crow. That coot, again, would be nice, but let's just get down our long spur this turn. We are going to get the tray reset, so that's a good thing. How are we doing on geographic terms? We got 1. American coot. I think we do need that American coot now. I forgot about our bonus card, so we're going to do a round of egg laying. Of card drawing. Sadly, there's no food outside the tray for our egret. That night heron would have been nice. Maybe we don't. Let's let our opponent... Inca is also a geographic term, so... Do we take both of those? Platform nest, eggs, and let's just do it. We're gonna have lots of platform nests, so that'll be good. So I think instead of relying on the fish crow, we're going to do 1 round of food generation from the, ooh, we want that vireo too. That's going to be our cavity nest. Fits well with our gnat catcher. So 1 more card draw. Could also think about getting the kite, sticking it in the forest maybe. Sure would be nice to get 1 more. I don't think we go for the kite. I feel like maybe, no, we're going to take the kite. Call me crazy. That's just going to make that ink. Oh, it's a Mississippi. Of course we go for it. Okay. Got all the cards we need. There's an Eastern Screech Owl, which is just another kite. Replaced like with like. So we want to grab some food here. Our opponent just put down his 5th bird, so we're going to tie that final end of round goal. We got nothing we can play. We're out of eggs. Let's grab a grub. We will do this. We might not be playing our coot anytime soon. We can toss the Canada Goose at some point. I think we're going to get our kite down first. Nothing in the tray we want. Inca is a geographic term, right? Yes. We established that in one of my previous videos. Okay. Now a big food grab. Hope for some grain. Unfortunately, maybe we need more food. We're going to ditch that goose for more food. So we'll grab this guy. Should have grabbed the rat for the kite because we don't need either of these 2 food types. So I should have grabbed a rat and used it for the kite. Now we're stuck in 2 food we don't really need. We got 1 bird that requires an any food, so. But we need more grain, so we're going to hope for. That ain't cool, man. Let's see. Really doesn't matter. Let's grab the grub. That's the food my opponent is most likely going to want. Lay an egg. We need eggs in platform nest, so we're going to play our coot. That tray was a little rough. And then maybe overpay for our Inca dove so we get a bunch of eggs. Maybe we get the vireo down first. So let's see here. Play vireo, lay eggs, play coot, play Inca dove. I think that's a good plan. I keep reading about my fish crow too. I do have the fish crow for my random random food needs. So I think I'm going to just grab a grain with the fish crow next time. See what bonus card our vireo gets us. Gonna put her in the grasslands. How's my opponent doing? Building out their wetlands quite a bit. Maybe not the best strategy. How's their food generation? Not so good either. So yes, our opponent is a bit of an amateur. It is quite the dark and rainy day here today. So let's get our Vario down. Let's see what we get. Cavity nest we're definitely not going to do. Bull nest we're probably not much better. We have 2. So that was a flop of a bonus card. We are not going to be getting 2 more bull nests. We are not going to be getting 3 more cavity nests. So that's too bad. Lay eggs. Get a grain for the coot. Then we will have the... Are we still Inca? That's right. Maybe we put the Inca dove down next. Let's see how our egg situation is. Our opponent does not have good egg generation, so we might not need to get the Inca dove down before the coot. My opponent does have plenty of platform nest space. So let's see here. Let's go here and here and here. Then we're going to get rid of this cherry too. We got too much. And then we do need several more grains. So we're going to get our coot down next. Then our ink dove, and then finally our long spar. Turkey vulture. I have no predator, so that is not a concern. We currently have 4 eggs in our... So here's the conundrum. I think we're going to put 1 more here. We need to have empty spaces in our platform nest. I think that 4 will win it for us because he has no eggs and he can only get 3. So actually we already have 4. But we don't want to play a bird. So yeah, we're just going to keep these outside of our platform nests, and we will do this, and then we'll can't take 1 off. We'll take 1 from here to ensure our end of round goal. Then next up will be the coot, and then the Inca dove, 1 after the other, and then running our grasslands until we have the grain for the long spar. I'm not going to get the final end of round goal. We're actually tied with our opponent currently. So let's just see what's going to happen here. I guess we got to do this. Did not realize we still had 1 more. Okay, so now somehow I got my counts wrong. So that Inca dove is really going to not be as effective as it could be if I keep laying eggs in our platform nest. My opponent currently has 3 in there. We need 7. We currently have 4. So I think the unfortunate truth is we just have to fill up. Do we even, what's our max here? We have 2, 4, we can only get 6, so we can only tie. So that's too bad. That I should have played the coot that last turn. Didn't realize that was the case. So we kind of flubbed that one. At least take 1 off for a grain. We can do the same one more time with the coot. No, we don't want to take 1 off. That will that will lose us the end of round goal. So our Inca Dove is going to be a weak play. Since it lays 1 egg on each of your platform nests, but unfortunately my platform nests are going to be mostly full. So maybe we play the we'll play the larkspur first, which will take off 2 more eggs. Coot will take off 1. So we'll only lose out on 1 egg with the Inca Dove. Definitely should have gotten that coot down. But I still come up on top, so tragedy averted. Nothing there we're too excited about. Shoveler is a good bomb. Still a close game. I'm almost full on egg space, so but we're going to get the coot down, which is going to rectify that problem. I think we have all the food we need, so no more need for the crow. My opponent must have birds that can only live in the wetlands. Nope, maybe fish birds. That'll be a good point bomb for them. So we are not out of the woods yet. This is going to only be a 1-point play with our American coot, but it's got lots of egg space. No, a 2-point play. Then into our Inca Dove, which is also going to be a low scoring move, but completes our cartographer. So it'll be a 4-point play. But that's how you got to do it. Also has a lot of egg space. We've got California and Mississippi already, so we're going to hope for 1 more bomb from the long spar, or else that would be unfortunate if we got a low score from that guy. Down goes our, well, it looks like, no, we got all the food we need. So that is good. All right. Come on, Longspar. Do not let me down. Here we go. So take 1 off of you. And we'll have to take you. What do we got? We got, well, Oologist should be able to complete that one. We'll have 2 turns of egg laying. We've got 3, 7, 8, 9. My channel really proves the old saying that you should not do math. Do not do math while you're being broadcast, but I am constantly getting my math wrong. So that was a good draw. That is going to seal the deal, I feel. Don't think it's going to be a particularly high scoring game. In the 80s, I would bet. Now we're going to be able to spend the egg to remove, or spend eggs in the Inca Dove. So we will get all of our eggs from that guy. All of our platform birds have at least one egg spot, so it all worked out. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's a good play. 5. Did I miss one? What am I missing here? Oh, my fish crow. Forgot about you. That was excellent. That's quite the point bomb, in fact. So we're quite happy with that. Our Vireo is going to save the day with our cavity nest and a round goal. Definitely not going to be winning that one, but we should be able to really pull ahead now with the final 2 rounds. Our opponent has 5 tucks on his lark. That's pretty amazing. It's not too often that you see the lark pay off. Okay, we got 1 egg on every bird. So we are good there. I will complete our oologist. We're definitely going to skip our forest crow. I'm pretty happy with this game. Let's see how our score is. Yeah. Up by 8 with 1 more turn each. Quite a solid game. Everybody gets eggs. At least 2 apiece. And there it is. We definitely have this one-handedly, I believe. Very nice. Very nice. Not a high-scoring game. Yeah, birds that eat fish. Chasing the bonus card. Not the best move. Should have focused a little more with other habitats. GG, thanks for watching.